You guys missed my hats. I'm going to put this one on because I want to remind people that may be listening to this later that feel like they can't participate. This is a great.
What is this?
Oh, you must be new if you're asking what this is.
This is a great way to participate without being seen. I have to question that though, because I think I'm the only one that doesn't feel seen. I think everyone else is totally staring at me. This is one of the hats that I got. I wear it at camp. I haven't been to camp in a few years now, but it's a camp that supports sexually abused girls, and we play for 4 days and have the best time. And I have so many hats, I have to change them about every hour or two so that everybody gets a taste. But this one I usually wear when we're rinsing tie-dye.
Oh, I love tie-dye. All my underwear is tie-dye because you can't always wear your hippie out where everyone can see it.
Good plan.
Love it.
That way,
That's
like, you're
excellent.
OMG, I love that.
yeah.
I never thought of that. Tie-dye underwear. Oh, Jonah and I have a project. My grandson and I have a project. We gotta make tie-dye underwear.
Yay!
You guys don't have tie-dye underwear? Sorry, I sell at Eugene Saturday Market. I have tie-dye everything.
You sell tie-dye underwear?
No, but I sell at Saturday Market, so I have tie-dye everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have tie-dye underwear, tie-dye bras. Yeah.
Okay.
The works.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is just awesome.
I gotta make my coffee.
Okay, so I want to spend a little bit of time talking about joy and play and actually defining them because the other day we had some questions. Wait a minute, I don't play well. I don't do a good job of playing. And one of the things that's fascinated me is that I think this has something to do with both parents going back to work in the 70s and such. So there was less time for kids to do random, unstructured play. And even at the care centers, it was all very structured and very groupy, right? So when we start with a concept that a play isn't really a big part of my life, as an adult, it becomes even more challenging. So what I wanted to talk about today was the differences between unstructured play and forced play, if you will, but more embracing the secret weapon that is play. So let me just give you a little bit of chatter here for a minute. Joy feels like an expansion in your chest, maybe like your heart has more space, a lightness throughout your body, as if gravity has lessened, a natural upward lift in the corners of your mouth, a brightness in your eyes and face, a sense of time being fluid and spacious, a feeling of being present, fully present, yet somehow beyond yourself. A warmth that spreads from your core on outward. A deep sense of rightness and connection to yourself, not righteous. That's a whole different discussion. The feeling that your body is humming at just the right frequency. Play is actually part of several emotional circuits that have been mapped out in the brain. I'm going to get neuroscience here for a minute. Play is a part of the 7 circuits of emotion that Jaak Panksepp developed, which he found in almost all mammals. So it's not just specific to humans. These are all aspects of why we become alive, how we become alive. And the 7 different types of emotions that can come up for us really make a real clear picture. So if you think about these words, I want you to just think about them in relation to, and I'll try to give you some sort of an example for them. Some are really self-explanatory. The seeking circuit is one of the biggest issues that we have with food dysfunction. When we don't get some of these others, when there isn't a balance in place, when we're missing something, when we feel like we're missing out on something or missing something, the seeking circuit takes over, trying to get balance back, trying to give us back a sense of we're missing something and we need to find it, right? That's literally what it means. And seeking is literally foraging in the pantry if we need to try to fulfill or try to resolve some unfettered or unissued or a problem that we're having that doesn't feel good. These other circuits, rage is one that causes us to go. Fear, lust, care circuit is another big one that's involved with food dysfunction. And the panic grief circuit is also a big part. These are all, you can imagine what I'm talking about when I say them. These are things that can literally take over and run because we're in a place of crisis. So pulling in play, just saying play for me automatically calms my nervous system because I just ran through those words and they really hit me. So getting to play is vital for balancing out these other aspects. So whenever you're feeling a spiral, imagine going to a place where you lose track of time, or your inner critic quiets, or your movements become more spontaneous, dancing. You stop wondering how you look. You feel safe enough to try things without knowing the outcome. These are all play possibilities. It does not have to be checkers. Your breath naturally deepens. You catch yourself smiling without trying. You lose track of time. You feel more connected to those around you. Your body remembers what it knew as a child, and the world becomes full of possibilities rather than problems. Shifting your perspective. Play creates a special bubble of safety and permission, where we can experiment with different ways of being, moving, expressing. Inside this bubble, joy has more room to bubble up naturally, like a spring finding its way to the surface. The magic is that we don't have to force the joy. We just need to create the conditions where play feels possible and joy tends to follow, like a faithful friend who's just waiting to be invited in. So what I wanted to do today was a little bit of play. And it's strange on Zoom, but I think we can probably try this. Okay. So what I'd like for you to do, if it's possible, is to get off mute, and we're going to do what I'd like to call the weather report, a playful check-in. I want you to take a moment to notice how you're feeling right now, but instead of using words, you'll describe your inner state as weather. And I don't want to give you examples because then you might use them just naturally. Who wants to start?
Cloudy with a chance of sprinkles.
Okay. Stormy with violent winds and impassable snowdrifts. Notice I'm lying down. We'll talk about that later. Okay, that's my weather forecast. Take a shot, Sharon. Take a shot.
All right. Low pressure system coming in, dark clouds, cool temperatures, chance of rain.
Mhm.
Let's see. Warm with a chance of thunder, snow, violent winds, and sunshine.
Can I see another one? Because it just popped in my head. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Isn't that a movie or a book or both?
Cloudy with a chance of what?
meatballs. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Am I right?
Yes, yes,
Anyway, just had to throw that in there.
yes, yes. It's a fun movie. It's a cartoon, right? Yeah.
I don't, not to be contradictory, but I don't see that as play because for me, that's just using my creativity. I don't have to worry about doing something I'll feel foolish about. Because when you said you thought was a double parent, I know since I'm a child, I have not been able to um, like when you dance while no one's watching, it's not something I can do. And I think there's an inhibition there that I don't want to look foolish. When I had my fall yesterday, all I was worried about was looking foolish. Really? So
Are you okay?
no,
Sorry.
but I'm in bed
Oh.
and I'm taking very good care of myself.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I'll be fine. See, that's what I do. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Please don't worry. But that is, yeah, I can't do dance like no one's watching because I'm watching. I don't do
And
play.
that might be the play that you get to work on. That might be some of your work for this lifetime.
Might be.
And I would have to say your answer was extremely creative, and that is playful.
Okay.
That is playful. Play does not need to be some sort of redefined or predefined process. That's actually antithesis of play.
I heard the magical word, Sonia, when Marcia said, she goes, don't think of it as play. I just was being creative. And I was like, ding, ding.
Mm.
Exactly.
That's totally
Yeah.
play. But I get it, Marcia. I'm the same way. I like
Yeah.
play, but Sonia's reconditioned me. So
Yeah.
we'll keep working on you. I know we're getting
Good.
to you.
Please don't give up. It's very important.
And I don't even, after last time when I said I don't play, I don't even recognize what play is because I think that looking at it, I play so much. That's just every day for me. So play has to be something really big, like a really big deal. Like I am going somewhere and doing something really big. I don't look at it as wearing a monkey suit, as jumping in puddles with my daughter and getting her wet and then giggling or dancing in my studio while I'm working. That's just what I do.
Yeah. Blue hair and clothes with bananas on it are a dead giveaway.
That's pretty cute, isn't it? I love
It
it.
definitely is. But
It's got pockets.
it's not hard to understand. That's who you are.
And this is all, in my opinion, this is all about awareness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is all about taking your temperature in the moment, noticing what's going on, and paying more attention to the things that really do matter. The idea that we don't play comes from our structured, rigid, gotta do this job, I've got to be responsible, I've got to be safe, I've got to be whatever it is. It's all designed to keep us on alert. And when we're on alert, it's really hard to relax, for one thing, just to relax and then to just go and say, oh, wow, I want to play right now. I want to do, or I'm already playing. Identifying something that has been normal for us as play is extremely lightening. Marcia, you're always talking about your time with your grandchildren.
The youngest one, the two older ones, one's attached to his device, and the other one, she is magnificent. She's usually writing a play. She's 8. Bubby, I'll talk to you as soon as I finish writing this play. Yeah.
Point is, your focus when you're with your grandchildren is to be completely present with them and to be as available and malleable
You're right. You're right.
That's play.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is start naming it, identifying it when we recognize, wow, I'm really stressed right now. What could I do right now to lighten things up? What could I do right now to shift my perspective because this stress is not supporting me?
Yeah.
So consider all of the C's that are associated with authentic self as play. Can you think about them? Each one of them could have a component of play in them, right?
Mhm.
If
Mhm.
we start, because here's the thing, all these others, fear, I got to go through them because they're just like fear,
Mhm.
care. I think of care as just something that is always, I'm always ready to say yes to for someone else. Like Marcia messaged and said, I hurt my ankle or my foot. And I said, I'll be right over. That was my immediate response, right? She lives in Toronto. I live in Lacey, Washington. It's not happening technically, but the I'll be right over means a lot. It meant
Yeah.
something to me and it meant something to her.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
that could be called play because is it any of these others? Think about the,
Definitely play. It
yeah,
definitely is. Yeah. I agree with you.
yeah.
Very low key, subtle. You get it. I get it. It's playful.
Mhm.
When we think of play, our definition is so restrictive to I'm on a baseball team or I'm in a league of volleyball or I don't know, I'm playing pickleball, right? It has to be something structured and specific, and I need you to hear that it is all up here. It's all our perception. Every single thing that we do could be called play. And when we decide to define it that way, guess what changes? Our nervous system relaxes. Everything shifts.
As soon as we look at it differently,
It is different.
Absolutely.
our brain shifts in a different gear, neural pathway, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. What it's basically doing, in a nutshell, is calming our nervous system. Okay. And that's an incredibly important tool. As adults, we are sentient beings. We can affect change in our own bodies. We can stop the crisis spiraling. We can stop the shame spiraling. We can stop the disgust spiraling. We can release the fear. All of those are available to us with play. So thinking about play as literally anything that we're doing to calm ourselves or soothe ourselves. Okay. Okay, this was a picture that was sent to me last night that was actually taken by Jackie. God, there's so many pictures here. Hold on. Hold on. Wow, so
I
many
think
pictures.
that's what confused me last week is that I always think as play as being structured, planned, like
Mhm.
not spontaneous and just
Right, like I'm
whimsical.
going to go play now. Yeah, and it is absolutely not. Okay. All right. I want to get your opinion on this picture.
Oh, nice pillow.
Yeah, that's mine.
Very nice.
I also do tie-dye.
Oh, is that your dog?
That's my daughter's dog. That's Pickles.
Adorable.
I know.
Soft underbelly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super, super content. Could also be called,
Relaxed, open, vulnerable,
yep, yep,
Yep. Yep.
ready for love.
totally trust. Yes, ready for love, totally trusting that they're
Mhm.
safe. Just
Mhm.
letting it all hang out.
That's Pickles, by the way.
Love Pickles.
I know.
Mhm.
So just taking a minute to look at that picture, but being aware that what's going on in your nervous system in that moment, it can't be anything but delight and sweetness and
Mhm.
cuteness. And right, those are the feelings
Mhm.
that are coming for you. That's play. I want you to redefine what's going on in your day. Okay. Every single time I look at my plants, I smile. Every single time I hear my canaries sing. Oh, now I am not saying that I am super play woman. That is not, although I think that is one of my superpowers. I do have a few more. Some of you have not seen this one. This is a new one.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't it wonderful? This is my go out when it's cold hat. And it is also my spirit animal who I met in person in Anchorage and got to film. There's all sorts of film on it.
I
The
want to come up
moons.
and play with you.
Oh, please. Yes, you're not far. This is an interesting little device that just imagine what it feels like to walk in the park with it.
I love it.
Okay. I am not suggesting goofy means play, but it certainly does. If you're feeling really stuck, try goofy.
Mm.
Now, Denise already does it naturally with your monkey suit. That's your sleepwear, right?
It is. It was a Halloween costume. Another fun fact, there's only one time in my life that I haven't dressed up for Halloween. And that was when I was in Greece taking care of my dad because I don't celebrate Halloween. I love dressing up.
Yeah.
But you do celebrate Halloween. You just celebrate it every day. You just avoid it on the 31st. You
Oh no, I
celebrate it.
do it. I do it on the 31st. I just missed 1 year because I was
Yeah.
in Greece, but I did find a woolly jacket that I pretend to be Sasquatch in and got a picture. So there's that. But
Yeah.
Each one of us can probably point to something that they do.
nice frog.
Thank you. I know. Do you see this?
You have a
Yeah,
little
the tongue.
something.
The
You got
girls
Yeah.
added an earring, a butterfly earring for a pierced tongue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, one of the years the girls added that in the crafts area. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. And the reason that I love this so much is because I do something, and it's not nearly as remarkable as it used to be when I weighed over 300 pounds, but it is still pretty amazing. And this is one of those goofy adult tricks that I remember specifically doing it when we were standing at California Adventure with all my nephews, and we were all waiting in line forever, it seemed. And so we were all talking about the things that we can do that other people can't do. Okay, you ready? My frog. I did it for the doctor once because I wanted to understand it, and she just stepped back like goes. So she couldn't give me an answer, but I do think it had something to do with my muscles and my tongue and such. But yeah, I know it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Do you
Yeah.
remember David Letterman used to have stupid human tricks?
Yes, that's it. That's it.
That's what came to mind. They
Yeah.
were cool. They were cool.
Yeah. Impressive.
Yes.
All in your attitude.
Yeah.
And what Marcia was talking about not feeling like she can dance freely with as if no one's watching because she's watching.
Mhm.
Maybe you could ask those parts. Now, not now because you could actually dance, you just wouldn't get on your feet.
Yeah.
But just asking those parts if there's a way for you to try it and see what it looks like.
Good idea.
Because especially if you're by yourself, the only fear would be the memory of it and the continuing, oh my God, it's coming back up again.
No, that doesn't bother me, but I think it's a great suggestion. And you're right. I'm not great with the whole parts internal family system, but that one's an easy one. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of parts I'm okay with. The rest, they're not welcome. Yeah.
I've had to do a lot of work with that one, Marcia, because I go to NIA several days a week, which is a dance exercise class. And the whole front mirror is, or the whole front of the room is a mirror. And I am forced to watch myself. And it was horrible for the longest time. And now I'm just, it actually helped me become more okay. I'm still uncomfortable with it, but
Right.
and I have to talk to my parts every time. We're not judging here. We're dancing, we're releasing, we're expressing our emotions. We're feeling, because there's so many critics that come up, but that's helpful too. Maybe for me, the mirror image where I was like forced to look at myself, which usually I wouldn't do. And like I said, it's still uncomfortable, but it's getting better. And I've been doing this for 2 years. So
But
a
can
long
I
time.
just say, you went to that first dance class
I did.
for a reason.
Yeah.
You needed to have, and that reason to take the dance class was stronger than your
Mhm.
aversion,
And
or
it changed my life.
you want to call it. Yeah.
I mean, it really did. I really say Nia changed my life. It really did.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you can, just stop every now and then and say, could this be called play? And start shifting your perspective.
Hmm.
That's what we're doing in this world. We're growing
Mhm.
and learning. And it is literally all about perspective. And the last thing I want to say is there are billions and billions of input every day that we get. We get to choose. We really do. We get to choose what we digest and marinate in. And yes, I'm using words that are food related on purpose. We can digest and marinate in the play of the day, especially today. And
Mhm.
by today, just any day. We can digest and marinate in those playful moments. I've got a bird who just took a bath. I can hear it. That's delightful. It's
Mhm.
delightful.
I love watching them do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Take those moments and expand on them. Gratitude is great. But when we marinate in that gratitude, when we literally feel it in our bodies and in our heads and in our hearts, when we literally feel that gratitude, it's play. It's
Mhm.
play. Thank you all.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, Sonia.
Feel well, Martha.
Thank you. See you
Yeah,
tomorrow.
good vibes, good vibes.
Taking them, taking
Hi,
them.
Tommy.
Hey, guys.